Hi guys! In today's video it's going to be a story time about the time that I got spiked. I'm just going to quickly put this video's comment shout out here. Thank you so much for your comment. I appreciate every single one of them. If you want to be next video's comment shout out, all you have to do is leave a comment down below, leave the video a thumbs up, subscribe and turn your post notifications on. Once you've done all that, you're in with a chance of being the next shout out. Now, I was going to do a share or short it with Ben, but he ended up being too drunk yet again, so we couldn't film that, but I promise you guys that is coming. I saved all your questions that you sent me in, and if any of you have any more questions, you can put them down in the comments for the video, because I'm going to try get him to film it this weekend. So basically the story begins when me and my friend Samantha went into town, and we went to this club called Bamboo, and I've been to Bamboo quite a good few times. It ended up being one of my favourite clubs. I've not been there since. I don't like it anymore. I just liked it because it had different rooms with different types of music in it, and I loved the R&B room. We went in, we were all good. We did drink before we got there, like we drank quite a bit before we got there. This wasn't out the ordinary because I always drink, like before I go out, I always drink. The point of it is so you spend less money, but it never really works because you still end up buying the same amount of booze, or you end up buying your friend drinks or whatever. We got drunk, we went to the club, all was fine. And I am a very paranoid person, so I never accept drinks off of people. Like, I am clued up. As soon as when I'm walking through that club, I cover up my drink like this in my hand over it, and I'm like, nope, like no one's putting anything in my drink. I'm not getting spiked, like whatever. For some reason this night I must have just thought, oh, it's fine, like we're in the usual club, everything's fine. I must not have been completely clued up this night. I must have just been a wee bit too drunk. As per usual, we started talking to some guy. A lot of guys approach you on a night out. Do you want me to buy you a drink, whatever? And usually when boys buy me drinks, I'll sit and watch it get poured, and then they give it to me straight away, or like the bartender gives it to me and they pay for it. So that's usually the norm. Like usually I watch it, but the one time that I decided not to watch, I don't know what was going through my mind. I really don't understand. No, I was just dancing, and then I took my drink and I was like, yes. To be fair, we're not going to accuse the person that bought me the drink 100% because I don't know who it was. Of course it looks that way that it was the person that bought me the drink, but it could have been anyone. Drink it down really fast like I usually do, and then about, I don't know how long it was, I can't give you a time frame, I started feeling weird, like really warm, a bit sick. So I was like that to my friend Samantha, like, want to come outside. This was only like 20 minutes into being into the club, like this wasn't a long time. And then I just collapsed. But keeping in mind, we'd obviously walked round the corner and into this wee alleyway kind of bit, just out the way a wee bit. I ended up losing all my money and stuff like that because it had all fell out my pocket. Apparently, this is what Samantha told me, 2 girls or guys were trying to help me up or something. I don't know, but obviously everyone thought I was just drunk, apart from Samantha, because she knew how much I drank, and she was like, this is out the ordinary. Because me, I never collapse when I'm drunk. I'm not one of the people that be sick or anything when they're drunk. I can handle my drink pretty well, I would say. I think it was the police that came first, and they came and they were like, we're going to need to take her to the cells because this is basically like drunk and disorderly. Took about, like, my friend was like, this is not like, this isn't her being drunk, like she's being spiked. She was like, no, like she is not just drunk, like you can't take her to a cell because she's not just drunk. They were like, right, wait a minute, maybe she's not just drunk, because I wasn't responding. So they phoned an ambulance, and the ambulance came, and Samantha had to say she was my cousin or something like that, or my sister, I can't remember, but she had to say something so she could come with me. Hospital then phoned my mum and told her to make her way up. So my mum and my wee sister came up. It must have been about 1 in the morning by this time. My mum said when she came up, obviously Samantha wasn't allowed in the room because she wasn't like my mum. So when my mum came up, she said I was literally lying like KO'd in a hospital bed, but it was like one of the wee wheelie ones. I wasn't even in the ward bit yet. I was just lying, freezing, apparently shaking, but I was like KO'd, but I was shaking. And just completely, like, I wasn't waking up, I wasn't responding, but I was shaking. And she was like, right, like, because I've just left her freezing, like, can you please get a blanket? And they got me a blanket and they put a blanket on me. A few hours passed, and then I finally woke up, but I have no recollection of waking up or anything like that. The only recollection I have is when I got out of the hospital. Where do we start? Firstly, my mum tells me, I wake up and I look at her, obviously out my face. The first thing I say, not as, why am I in this hospital? The first thing I say, me, obviously being me, I look down at myself and I go, because obviously I was wearing the hospital, like, checkered kind of wee thing. And I went, why the did I wear a checkered shirt to town? And my mum was like, Emma, what? You're in the hospital? It wasn't funny because it's obviously so dangerous, but it is fun in the way that the first thing I say is I'm caring what I look like. This is a really bad part now. This is embarrassing, but I'm just going to tell it anyway. I was hallucinating and I got up to go to the toilet and apparently I peed myself. Like I took my hospital thing off and I peed on the hospital floor. Yes, I know, how embarrassing is that? But that's just how out my face I was. Second time I got up to go to the toilet, I walked out and obviously like your bum's out because the back of the hospital thing's obviously open, and I walked right through the A&E ward, like right through, just wide open. And then I hadn't returned for about 15 minutes and my mum was like, wait, like, where's Emma? So the nurse and Samantha went to get me and like they let Samantha go and get me. And they'd obviously thought I'd collapsed or something in the toilet. No. Apparently, when Samantha came to the toilet, I was like, no, I'm not coming out. And she was like, why? And I was like, the full hospital just seen my bum. I'm so embarrassed. Like, what? Like, I don't know what was going through my head. I was out my face. Like, I do not know what was going on. And they finally let Samantha in and my wee sister, because there was like hundreds of like junkies and stuff like that just pestering them, so they let them in, just kind of like laughing and stuff like that. But mum said at this point I still hadn't asked how I was in the hospital, I was just out my face. Then the worst part comes where I actually started badly hallucinating. So the hospital bed like a wee bit away from me, I looked over and they obviously, somebody had stayed in it but they'd like left, so they pulled up the sheet like and put it over the pillow like to like make the bed again. And I basically started screaming, like horrifically crying, saying I just seen a dead body, like I just seen someone die and they've pulled the sheet over them and I've just seen them die, like I've just seen them cover up a dead body. And I was freaking out because I thought it was a dead body. In my mind, like I'd seen that, so there was no telling me that I hadn't seen that because I did at the time. And my mum was like, no you've not, they were just making the bed. I was like, Mum, stop trying to make me feel better, screaming, crying out my face, saying I seen the shape of the body under the cover, but it wasn't, it was obviously the pillow. But to this day I still think that I seen a dead body, right? Because that's what I seen. But obviously I never. But like, you know what I mean? And I phoned my dad, I was like, Dad, I seen a dead body, crying, like down the phone to my dad, saying how I seen a dead body. A load of things, just hallucinating like so badly. I finally got to go home. My mum said, oh, can you test our blood, like to see what's in it? And they were like, we need her consent. But apparently I was too something, like I don't know what it was, but I couldn't give my consent like for them to take my bloods or something, I don't know. So they couldn't test it. When I went home, must have been about 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, I don't even know. By the time I got home, I just KO'd when I got into my bed. Meant to be working and my mum had to phone my work for me, like she's been like there's no way she's getting up, because I was still out my face, like I was proper away with it, like I was not okay, like there was no talking to me. Woke up hours and hours later, everything was a blank to me. It was so scary. I actually had really bad anxiety for about 4 days after, because I thought that I was going to die. That's what I felt like, because I kept saying to myself, like I felt blackness, like if I never woke up from that I would never have known, and that's what it must be like to be dead and all that. That's what was going through my head. I was freaking out, so scared, like horrifically scared. Guys, if you're ever in town or anywhere for that matter, please do not accept drinks off strangers, and please do not dance about or leave your drink down or anything like that, because it's so dangerous. If I went outside that club by myself and collapsed, God knows what could have happened to me. Then the weirdest thing happened. I got a message on Facebook from this guy saying, hi, like, were you in Bamboo last night? Now keep in mind, I never give my name to anyone. Usually when I'm in town I give a fake name out, just because I don't know, I just don't like to give my name out unless I'm actually interested, and I never am interested in anybody. And this guy had my name. He found me on Facebook, wrote, hi, did I see you in Bamboo last night? I was like, yes, I got spiked and ended up in McDonald's. Now this is obviously, I replied when I was still out my nut. I meant hospital, but I wrote McDonald's. That's how fried my head was, like not good. And he wrote, oh, that's a shame, who would have done that if you got Snapchat? That was his freaking response, right? Red flag. So I blocked him straight away. Then A girl shared all over Facebook, I got spiked last night, I was in Kokomo. Kokomo's next door to Bamboo. She basically described the guy that she thought it might have been exactly who I thought it might have been. It was like, I was in a hospital room and I went to go speak to the girl, the other girl got spiked. She was like, there's another girl that got spiked. She was in the exact same hospital as me. It was round about the exact same time, because that was me she was talking about. Obviously it was a thing. She said, oh, they wouldn't test my bloods because I was being aggressive and stuff like that, but she was like, this was so out of character for me and blah blah blah. That reminds me, when, like, I got told when the hospital people were like trying to change me, I kept thinking it was like someone trying to strip me rather than hospital people, and apparently I was like freaking out and like going off my head, because like I couldn't open my eyes, but I just felt people taking my clothes off basically. That's what's so scary. This isn't a thing to tell you guys, never ever leave your drinks unattended or accept drinks off people, because horrible, like I could have died, I could have got anything bad happen to me. That was a story time of the time I got spiked. I hope you guys enjoyed and you learned something from it. I love you all. Thank you for watching all my spinny bodies. Please like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on and leave a comment. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Also, can you please leave me comment and suggestions of what videos you would like me to film, because I would love to know it and I would love to do everything that you guys want me to do. So yeah, bye!